Welcome back to Cascadia Hockey, brought to you by Buried Puck Threads. My name is Corey Gaston, and as with me, as always, is the founder of Buried Puck Threads, one Mr. Aaron Piper.
Hello.
And then sitting in the goal crease for us, or riding the Zamboni, one of the two, Kyle Houts.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there.
Riding the Zamboni right through the crease.
Yeah. And I'm not in the driver's seat when I'm doing it. I kind of like put it on coast, and then I go sit on the front all seductive-like.
like Burt Reynolds. I don't know why you said seductive, and I thought of Burt Reynolds.
Is he not though?
It's
no,
the mustache.
it's well. And I'm picturing you've definitely got the like
like
polar
a Smokey and the Bandit
rug.
kind of thing.
No. Just Burt Reynolds.
just Burt Reynolds.
Naked on a bearskin rug.
Yeah,
like that kind of Burt Reynolds.
I like it.
But on the front of the Zamboni.
Yeah.
The goalies freak out when you do that, though. You have to quit charging them.
What can I say?
Podcasts are not a visual medium. Shrugging your shoulders doesn't help.
We are the
they
fifth
felt it,
line.
Though. They felt it. They felt the shoulder shrug.
Is that it? We are the fifth line? Is that what we say about the Zamboni now? Sorry, that one.
No, I do. I got it. This is good.
It didn't go really
It
well.
went over my head. I'm sorry.
Dude,
I feel like
caffeinated quickly
I'm
this morning.
still working on it.
This is my second, so maybe that's what it is like.
So the other day I get to work, and I order a cup of coffee. It's actually right before I had the meeting with you.
Okay.
And I ordered a cup of coffee, and one of the baristas in the cafe makes coffee a little bit stronger than the others.
Katie?
No, Beth.
Okay.
Beth is a coffee maven.
Okay.
She's amazing. And thank you for that, by the way. Don't turn it down.
Are we good?
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, Beth makes my coffee, and I sit and have a meeting with him, which ran about an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
And I come back inside, and Travis and I are just talking to 1,000 miles an hour. And George comes around the corner, and he goes, dude, why is everybody in such a good mood this morning? And I'm running around quoting Letterkenny, just going, Ferda! And just all these, like big city slams, boys. And I'm like bouncing off the walls. Oh, Beth made my coffee. That's what happened. So
Beth is a lot like a triple shot.
Yeah. Yep.
In every shot.
Beth, if you're listening, thank you. Don't ever change.
I like it.
I know she's not listening, but I'll tell her I mentioned her. Maybe she'll listen.
Maybe what you do is you just force her to listen. Like, take a recording of this, and then just play it across the store.
So
force everyone
Didn't
to
you
listen.
tell me you've been playing this in the mornings?
Oh, yeah, I've been listening to it when I've been getting ready. And stuff.
Listening. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I
thought you were putting it up in Caterpillar.
I would love to, but we go blue.
Yeah.
And it's funny because that actually got brought up to me yesterday in a meeting about the rest of the AU podcast network.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, why do you guys work blue? We could start posting on the AU network. And I was like, because it's locker room talk, homie.
Yeah.
So we say fuck. And I was like, I don't think that's going to change.
Yeah. So you couldn't play that in the cafe?
I could probably play it in the Caterpillar in the evening,
Gotcha.
but like during the day.
After hours.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Cascadia after.
Cascadia,
Where's that hockey stick going?
Remember that picture
Burt Reynolds
of Gretzky
on top of
back
the
in the
piano?
Bong.
Burt Reynolds on top of the piano.
I was thinking of that old Gretzky picture when he's got the stick. I remember.
I saw that a couple weeks ago.
I can't even
was
like.
oh my God.
Didn't they redo that picture with his daughter? Like several.
Stand by.
She was.
Pause the podcast.
She was clothed, but I'm almost positive they redid.
I don't remember her name.
And here.
Okay. So since we've gone down this path,
We're down the rabbit hole.
did you see the post yesterday of, I believe her name is Mia
Yes.
Khalifa,
Yes.
saying
No,
that.
I wrote that down.
Did you?
Yeah!
Good. Did you see the post? Did you guys see it?
I fucking saved the tweet.
Supposedly, her implant was burst by a puck. At one, I don't know what game it was, but in the Stanley Cup Finals, probably in Vegas.
She's
one of the Vegas games.
Yeah.
And she's got the picture holding the puck line like,
She's a Capitals fan.
right. And I
Yeah.
believe she had her Capitals
Yeah.
jersey. So maybe it was in D.C. I don't know.
I posted that in my
but
Discord. Too.
I actively follow all porn stars. Addendum that like hockey.
So
We're going to have to talk after this.
I'll send you some
Yeah,
links.
So talk about last time we talked. Don't read the comment section. Oh my God, I had to read the comment section on that. And it was the best 10 minutes of my day yesterday.
Oh, man.
Go on.
The one that got me the best was, I'm pretty sure she's used to being nailed by black things on her chest.
Oh!
That was the one that stood out to me.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
First off, Mia,
Are we backtracking?
If you happen to end up with a copy of this, you hear it.
I'm just repeating what I read. That's it. That's all.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah.
We are fans. You know, we'll send you some buried puck stuff.
I've got a hide a bed. She can stay at my place.
But we actively support you in everything that you're doing, and keep on posting hockey.
Here's the public service announcement from Barry Puck to us. But no, it was every comment was along those lines.
I'm sure she's been retired for like a year or two.
Oh yeah.
Maybe longer. But yeah. That's what she does now. Is she like streams and she goes to sporting events.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw because I honestly I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who she was.
Dude, that is unfortunate for you.
Yeah,
my friend.
I know. But then I went on and I saw like that's what because like everything that comes up now of hers is really clean. You know, because she's at the sporting event, she's at a lot of stuff in DC and everything like that. So, but that's where all the comments were, though, like thousands of them.
She came to my purview. There was a big.
That's her.
Wayne Gretzky's daughter.
That's Wayne Gretzky's daughter. Yeah,
I can't find the one that you.
I'll see if I can find it.
Are we gonna have to go like X-rated on this?
I'm totally okay with that, dude.
Okay.
But anyway, oh, dude.
Parents, send your kids to bed.
There's got to be a buried puck shirt with 3 X's on it now.
Well, did you see the design that I was going to throw out there that was already like the NWA thing? Straight out of Compton, but support local hockey?
No.
Yeah. I put it on Slack.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get back on Slack, buddy.
I'm slacking
Get
on the Slack. Slacking on the Slack.
No, we'll go down that. But yeah, I like that too. Buried puck, XXX.
Yeah. But so she came into my purview a few years ago because there was an article written when she was first.
That's not how I found her.
Getting recognition. Well, when she was first getting recognition because she was an active, like, Muslim.
Right. Yeah, because she's American or Lebanese or something.
Yeah, and she's an active Muslim in the porn industry, and she has tattoos of like passages from the Quran.
That's like a big no-no, like across the board for all that. Oh,
so she breaks all kinds of rules, dude, and. She was getting death threats from the Middle East and all this stuff, and I was like, well, that's punk rock. I got to support the shit out of that.
Sure.
Not to mention she's gorgeous.
Sure.
You know, so search her out, dude. Follow her on social media. She's a dope
Be careful
chick.
with where and how you search her, though.
Yeah.
If you're at work, just wait.
Be cautious. Be cautious.
NSFW?
Big time.
Yeah, save it for the evening time. You'll have more enjoyment with it anyway, too.
Well, you can't be listening to this at work either, but...
Well, you might be able to get away with it. I listen to it while I'm at work.
This is what you do.
I'm so glad that worked well, though, that whole just get on that fast lane and go that direction, that worked well. Because I thought it was great. And all the people out there, you bring up a good point, though, there.
I'm still looking at Gretzky's daughter. Sorry.
I'm going to go back. I had a buddy.
You're welcome.
I had a buddy in Ireland, the all beard, no teeth, Griffin.
Yeah.
Sent me a message after our last thing. He's like, I listened to it. I loved it. Your rant about keyboard warriors was great. And I want to go back. I'm not going to rant, but you bring up a good point when you talk about, what she was doing with, being a practicing Muslim in the porn industry. It's a big no-no. Girls with tattoos, girls not covered.
Yep.
And you look at all the comments, and all the comments were like, I'm pretty sure she's getting nailed. She's used to getting nailed with black things on her chest.
Right.
People don't look at the whole picture of who that person is.
And that is... I find that, and it's just we are way the fuck off a track.
We are, and that's okay.
But I'm down with this thing because I have always been
still hockey related.
I've always been an adamant supporter of punk.
Yeah,
and punk ethics.
Punk,
and
DIY,
I think modern sex workers fall under that. Because it's so stigmatized. And when I say sex workers, I mean porn stars and strippers and, all kinds of stuff.
Right.
It's not just prostitutes or whatever. But what I'm saying is these people are doing something that's dope, and I want one. Is that going on the back of one, or is that going to be on the front?
I'm going the front with
Cool.
it. I'll probably do some stickers first for that one. Slap them all over town.
But what I'm saying is, that's the thing is when you meet a stripper, a dancer, and you talk to them outside of work, and they're like, oh, like I run a shelter for animals.
Sure.
Or whatever. I take in abused dogs because men suck and I don't want to be around people.
Yeah.
But they still go out and do what they do to make money, and that's, they're getting by and they got the hustle, and I respect the shit out of it. And especially when you're flagrantly going against dumb,
the social norm.
Well, it really just antiquated puritanical belief. That's
Welcome to the United States.
right. And that's, we're, Canadian at heart, I guess. We're far more inclusive. I guess it's a Northwest thing.
Yeah.
Although, what's funny about that is going to Texas, my niece got this whole thing. It's like, do you always use sarcasm? And she goes, what? What do you mean? They're like, you're a very sarcastic person.
In Texas, they said that?
Yeah.
too?
It's like, you're not very nice.
Interesting.
And she goes, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not mean. Like, I'm just kidding. And then she got to talking, and everybody was like, you must be from Seattle. Or, like, there's a stigma that the Northwest is we're sarcastic assholes that are all caffeinated up. And I think we're...
I can't disagree.
I can't either.
We three are a tribute to that stereotype.
We are behind these mics right now with beards and coffees, with some kind of hockey apparel.
Yeah. I got a Dickies shirt on.
You're wearing a hat.
Yeah, I got a Flyers.
Do you forget that's on? Do you shower with it on accident sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
I figured.
Me
too.
My brother's girlfriend used to tell me that he left it on constantly.
His hat.
Yeah, all the time. And I was like, you that bald fuck.
So I've got this thing, and if anybody's known me for like the last 15, 20 years, it's been shaved head, hat to the front, aviator sunglasses, and a beard.
Yeah.
So last summer, I was up in northern Idaho at the lake, and I found the locks.
Lokes.
Yeah, the Lokes. These were like, and I got ripped the fuck off. I paid like $20 for a pair of these up at a convenience store in Bayview, Idaho.
I've paid $20 for Lokes before.
Well, going to Amazon now, 2 pairs for $12.
Yep.
I got a black pair at home. But anyway, I bought these, and my wife kind of looked at me and said, oh, yeah, they're my douchebag glasses.
I love Lokes.
So I started wearing up there at the lake last year. I'm wearing tank tops, hat to the back, douchebag sunglasses. And I was like, you know what? I like this look. I'm staying with this look. And now my hair is getting longer, so I've got the
flow.
back and the flow going on. 38 years old, and I'm a douchebag.
I love it.
Every time I walk out,
I love it.
Like I'm going out of the house, and I walk to the front door, and I put the glasses on. My oldest daughter's 15, my other one's 12, and they just look at me. They're like, Dad,
dude,
what the hell?
Dude, okay.
If your kids get like a certain amount of distance from you in public, then you're doing it right.
Oh,
that's exactly what I was about to say. The greatest thing, my kids are obsessed with Twitch and YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And their new thing is saying yeet.
Oh my God.
Oh God,
no.
my 12-year-old does that all the time.
No.
Right? So guess what I'm doing?
Yeet.
I yeet fucking everything at
Yes.
home. Guess what's not cool anymore?
Yes.
Well, Dad says it, so it's dumb.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. I never thought of that.
Oh,
No,
dude,
like
anything you hate that your children do,
Just
you
do it.
adopt it, and they'll
Can you please
automatically
start
stop.
dabbing?
Oh,
I want to get rid of
I
dabbing.
already killed it in my house.
That didn't last long at my house, which was cool. My 4-year-old was doing it when it was at its peak, which was actually kind of funny to see a little 4-year-old
little kids.
dab.
Yeah,
Little kids. But then when it was my older kids doing it, I'm like, you guys
are douchebags.
I'm not allowed to use the R word. I can't do that. So, but anyway.
Twice the age.
But now it's
necessary.
flossing. Now it's flossing.
Here's you have
the
to
floss.
Yo, that's. Oh my God, dude! So I'm in the store and I'm standing behind the counter and I turn and there's these 2 kids just breaking out into a dance in the D&D section.
It was.
And
the
I
floss.
turned and I went, "No Fortniting!"
Oh my God.
And they both just go,
Okay.
"Shit, sorry."
So here's my thing. I love playing that game. I do. I
do
love playing
too.
with my
I've never
friends.
played it.
I love it.
My 18-year-old plays it all the
but
time.
I can't stand seeing people doing the dances.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing
done.
some of these hockey kids, Takaha, doing it, and I'm like, no, no dabbing, no Fortnite dances. Get out of my rink.
Yep.
But how fun and how funny was it, Geeks, every time he scored in the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
The Fortnite, whatever trot dance
That's true.
thing. That was
true.
pretty funny.
That was dope.
But he was doing it, and then other people started doing it.
Yeah, it was
like
ahead-
I hadn't
he was
seen
ahead
it.
of
I was
the
like,
curve.
what the hell is that? I had my daughter at the game one night. She's like, oh, he's Fortnite dancing. I'm
There-
like, oh, is that what that is? Because I had no clue.
The dab came from the football guy, right? What's his name?
No, I thought it was a.
I thought Cam Newton?
Yeah. He was a football dude,
Because
right? He's a quarterback.
His bicep or whatever all the time.
No, well, when he did.
Isn't that where it started from? The whole.
No, it's. All right, so
Well, yeah, he goes.
you're familiar with the term dab's other
Yeah.
meaning?
Yeah.
That's
right?
what I thought it came from.
That's what it came from, but it's you took a hit and then you would cough.
Right.
You would cover your face to cough.
Doesn't surprise me that Cam Newton.
And that's where
Made
that's the etymology of that term as far as I'm
No.
concerned.
The point of this story is pop culture sucks a lot of times.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Stay in school.
Add me on Fortnite. Don't dance in front of me.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to add you on Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Did did you get the NHL 19 beta?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either. And it's
I
gone like tomorrow.
did.
It's only available
I
through
got
tomorrow.
it. Well,
Did you get it
Yes,
on?
sir. Xbox One.
You have an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Okay, so when NHL 19 finally hits the full version, Buried Puck will pay for all of us to be on there playing it because
Oh.
I didn't get to. Did you play it? The outdoor thing on
Not
the beta?
yet.
That's what I want to
Not
play.
yet.
The
You
You can
outdoor
only
one.
play it through tomorrow.
Well, I know I got it, and I have yet to
Okay.
get to try it. And that's
because
what sucks.
I'm hearing that outdoor thing is amazing.
See, I haven't had internet for like a week.
Oh yeah, because you've been
I've
moving
been
around.
moving, so
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah,
are you moving out here?
I moved to Pasco.
Oh.
He moved further away. He hates us.
Yeah. I wanted to move. I actually wanted to move closer to this part of town,
Yeah.
but
It's a little pricey.
yeah.
It depends.
It does depend, but
It depends.
for the most part,
Yeah, I'm paying just under $600 for a
Oh,
studio.
well, that ain't bad.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's a good little place too.
Yeah.
I like it.
So anyway, NHL 19, I've heard nothing but good things about it,
Dude,
And I
so-
just lost track of time. I wasn't able to.
Well, that's
download
what
it.
happened with me was I downloaded it, and then I immediately got sidetracked, and
Yeah.
then,
When it comes
We're
out, though,
gonna-
we will all be playing. If you guys can't afford
Well,
to
we-
get it,
I could
we will
stream us
we will
doing it
make-
too.
We'll make
well, that's what I was saying. We should start does Buried Puck have a Twitch?
Well, that's what I was thinking.
We've
going
talked
off,
about it.
Instead of going off of mine,
Yeah,
we
let's
could just
start
do
one.
a whole new
Yep.
Buried Puck Twitch account.
Let's do it. You and I will get together. We'll get it set
Is it
up
okay? Can you simul stream? Can you do both channels
Yeah.
at once?
Yeah. Well,
Because
you
you've already
can,
got
but
some-
you've got to do like multiple setups.
Well, I'm just saying you've got
I could host it.
followers. There you go. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
I can
is
host it.
You have followers already building that following.
Feedback. Twitch channel for Buried Puck Threads, yay or nay? Just kidding. I don't give a fuck. We're doing it anyway.
tell the folks at home how they can get a hold of us, though.
You can get a hold of us anytime through the intranets or through the old rotary telephones. Hello. at
Only
Buried-
rotary.
Only rotary. The actual dial or whatever the number one that doesn't work. It has to be
Operator, can
rotary.
I get 267,
Yes.
please?
Hello at buriedpuckthreads.com, or you can go onto Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Can I get an email address that's whatupyo?
at
Buried Puck Threads?
Sure, why not? We're just going to send everybody your way then.
That's fair.
Yeah, that
I'm down with
works.
it. I will answer those emails. I already do it
like
for
it.
I do it for AU Radio and I do it for Adventures Underground.
I love it. But NHL 19, let's do something with that for sure.
I'm all about. So,
Yeah.
when does anybody have the release date in front of them? Do you know when it drops?
Kyle, you
I
want
could ask
that up real
Google.
quick? I'm sure it's September sometime.
Let's do a
When
drop
does
day.
NHL 19
Let's do a
release?
drop day play.
Stand by.
Nope, it did not get any of that. It's like FIFA 19.
FIFA 9
You're
2040.
fired. Google, you're
FIFA's
fired.
corrupt. Google proves it.
FIFA is
Fake
corrupt.
news. What the fuck am I talking about?
Dude, too much coffee this morning.
I know, dude.
September 14, 2018.
September 14th, all right.
So September 14th. What's the? That's a Friday. I'm guessing.
When do they drop games usually?
It's typically a Friday. I think.
I know,
movies
music-
is Tuesday.
Yep.
Music
Friday.
used to be Friday, but now that's all over.
It's
the
a
place.
Friday.
September 14th, which is a Friday.
Okay, so
Goodness, that's like a month and 2 weeks
Whoa,
away.
whoa. Are you sure? September 14th is a Friday?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Right meow.
Okay, no, that's cool.
what
That's-
about what about that Saturday we set up and play?
There's a game that night.
Well, that we play during the day. That's not that hard.
It's hard for me. I don't do anything during the day. I'm a vampire.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
No, that's a good idea though. But I believe that there's a preseason game that night. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Hockey.
That could be an all-day hockey. Don't you work on Saturdays though?
It's a cool thing. I'm blowing the boss.
I like
Wow.
I like it.
You're doing the whole Marilyn Manson thing. Huh? The whole
We'll have to
Thanks
cut
for following
we'll have to
what I
cut
was
it.
saying.
Oh, I got you.
We'll take that, but we'll put in front of it. Put your kids to bed. Put your kids to bed.
yeah.
and yeah, just we'll fix it in post.
We fix everything in post, which means I touch nothing in post other than levels. That's it.
You listen to
We'll fix it in post.
You listen to
Wait, you didn't fix it in post.
you,
Yeah,
you
so
listen
it's
to
funny.
like 35 seconds. You're like, it's good. Post.
Oh, no, I do listen. Okay, so let me back up. I do listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
But as far as content goes, I don't think we've really crossed the line on anything at all.
Challenge
Razzie
accepted.
Watch.
Razzie Watch 2018.
2018.
Okay, so I don't think we've all talked about this collectively for several weeks now. But Razzie was playing with Team Canada, the men, because he's 19, can't do the under 18 anymore. He's under 20. Schmeltz. So now he is he's playing with them at the World Junior Showcase, which I believe they're in Kamloops. I know part of that group is in Kamloops, but whatever. He's playing for Team Canada. Had his first game yesterday. He was pretty quiet, from what I read for the recap. Had a great assist on Cody Glass's goal.
Well, there we
which
go.
I hear was great. But pretty quiet. I don't think anything's really changed as far as my opinion goes. I still don't think he's coming back.
I don't either.
Yeah, same with me.
I think
don't
we're probably generally Here's the thing: Razzie should have played for Team Canada last year at the World Juniors. He didn't because of injury problems. I mean, he's a man among boys. Are we in agreement on that?
Yeah.
I mean, he's much 19 years old, but much ahead of that.
Well,
he could have been proving
plays at
himself
a
last
different
year
level.
at an international level, but he didn't because of his wrist and because of all the injuries going on. This year, he's getting a chance to prove it. I don't think the fact that he had one quote unquote slow game, quiet game, whatever you want to call it yesterday, really changes anything.
No.
I still don't think he's coming. Detroit is in semi-panic mode. Do you two Detroit fans agree with me on that? It's time.
Yes.
It's time to push along the what's the word I'm looking for here? The constipated
Ken Holland?
turds. Push them out at Ken Holland.
We need
Trevor Linden.
We need
Yeah.
some pro
We'll talk about
Linden's
that in a
out.
second.
probiotics.
Probiotics.
That's what it takes.
I mean, and that's okay because Detroit was built for a great long run, and they did it. And now the league has kind of passed them by a little bit, but the way they've been drafting lately has been great. I mean, Razzie last year, Zadina this year. Detroit's got a very bright future ahead of them. But a year ago, I said they're probably 3 or 4 years out.
I don't think you're wrong.
But getting these people into the system,
Yeah.
I don't think that now. I think not that they're going to rush them into the system, but Zadina, Razzie, I believe those guys are ready for NHL level hockey.
Well,
even at 18 or 19.
While I do not disagree with you, I think the powers of the Wings don't realize that, to be perfectly honest with
Maybe.
you. I know they want to win, but they just...
Ken Holland likes to stick with the good old boys.
Yeah,
Like, he likes
that's
to
what
stick
I'm
with
saying.
The veterans.
That's
how he is.
they
Veterans are
often...
starting to go. Who's the veterans anymore? You got Zetterberg. And who?
Zetterberg, I'd say. How old is Howard now?
Howard's
33,
Something like
32.
that. He's in his 30s.
He is in his 30s. He's got to be. He might even be older than that.
That's what I think.
Abby's getting up there now.
Yeah,
He's been here for a bit.
yeah.
Jimmy Howard is 34.
You were pretty
34.
close. 34, yeah.
How old is Zetterberg now? 36,
Shit, I think he's
35?
like almost 40.
Yeah.
Is he that old?
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's been around for a while.
Yeah, he has. If I could get there.
Come on, Henrik.
Henrik Zetterberg is 37.
37.
Yeah, he's careening towards...
Yeah, he's
So,
getting up
I
there.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm going to have to retire this year. I'm turning 40.
I know. The team, did they call you? Did they call you back?
hang up the skates.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. You're going to camp.
I'm just going to go work in the
You're
office.
going to camp. Okay, cool. No, but you know what I mean? It's and you guys are right. I mean, Ken Holland, but it does seem like he's got some people around him that they're starting to rely more on the farm system and more on the drafting, which Detroit's always been a great drafting team. Wasn't Zetterberg a 5th round pick?
Yeah.
If I remember right.
Chris Draper was bought for $1.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and look at where those people have gone in the organization. So
Yeah.
I believe Razzie, Zadina, all these other guys they've brought in.
I
Dylan
think-
Larkin is a stud. He's going to continue to be a stud.
I think they'll have a season or at least half a season with the Griffins. before.
Well, Razzie can't be on the Griffins.
Oh, I guess that's true. Huh?
Razzie either makes the big club or comes back to Tri-City.
That's
the
right.
choice.
I
Or
forgot about that.
makes
Yeah,
a big
you're
club
right.
and sits in the press box. And I guarantee you they're not going to let him sit in the press box
Yeah.
till he turns 20.
I think Detroit's got another couple years of missing the playoffs. And
Yeah,
then they'll
possibly.
start.
Yeah.
I think they'll rebound quick.
Yeah.
Also, retirement. Iggy.
Iggy.
Yeah.
I was kind of sad.
I saw it coming.
Yeah. I
Well,
was
no.
about to
It's
say
not.
this is
It's not that I didn't see it coming. I wasn't sad. Like, oh my god, I can't believe he did that. It was like, okay, it's finally over. 20 years
I'm
in
getting
the
old.
league.
Jerome McGinley's retired.
This is a cool. I thought about this last night. I want to tell this really cool story about Jerome McGinley, what he meant to me as a person. So I grew up in the East Coast, Norfolk Admirals, Hampton Roads Admirals. That was the hockey that I knew. I knew AHL, ECHL, and of course the NHL. When I moved here in 2001, I had no fucking clue what the WHL was.
Right.
None. The only reason I knew there was a team in Kennewick was the day that I was moving here to Marion, because my wife had lived here. The day that I was moving here, I sat next to a scout for the Chicago Blackhawks on the plane
Oh, shit.
who used to be a scout for the Americans. And he said, well, you know there's hockey out there, right? I had no clue. I said, I'm moving to the desert because that's where my wife and her family live. I'm starting a new life out there. He's like, oh, yeah, there's a team there called the Americans. I was like, okay. So moved out here, checked him out. I was like, oh, hey, there is hockey here. Wow, there's an arena in Kennewick and there's hockey. I went, and the very first thing I saw when I walked up to the Toyota arena was they had banners up of former players in the WHL, and Jerome McGinley was up there because he played for Kamloops, I believe, the Kamloops Blazers. And I
Yeah.
said, oh, shit. And I started doing a little bit more research, and I said, oh, wow, this league creates really good players. Who are these guys?
Right.
And so that he was the first person I saw on a banner at the Toyota Center in 2001 that really introduced me to the WHL and started to learn about what this development league was all about. And of course, I love it because being a mixed player, you know, somebody who's gone and broken a lot of the stereotypes in the NHL for 20 years, ended up being one of the best players. I think he still holds most of the records in Calgary for scoring and games played and all that stuff. And just a classy guy. Did you guys watch his retirement speech at all?
No, I
I
haven't
didn't. I
seen it
missed
yet, but
it.
I was happy
Check
that
it
he
out.
did it in Calgary. I'm happy he went back to Calgary for it.
Yeah, well, and then he'll
have
be
to.
he's going into the Hall of Fame as a Calgary Flame.
Yeah.
I mean, he will. You know, he played for what, Boston
That was the
and
peak of his
Colorado, and I forgot he played for Pittsburgh.
Didn't he go to L.A.?
He did go to L.A. or
Yeah.
not? Well, because last year he didn't play at all. He was trying to make a comeback, but the year before his last team was L.A. But he played for Pittsburgh too,
Yeah.
which made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. But no, Iggy won a class act.
Oh, yeah.
Totally great. If you guys get a chance to watch his retirement ceremony, it was good. So, what else is going on? NHL to Seattle. Had an announcement yesterday.
Bring it.
The first headline I read yesterday was arena is to cost $100 million more than originally expected, and I just put my head down like, oh shit, this is going to kill the whole thing. But then I read the article.
So many snags along the way. Like
There has been, but at the same time, they're still right on
still
track.
progress. But
Yeah,
like,
you know,
I remember when I first moved to Tacoma,
Which was when?
2015,
Okay.
and I was all in. I was like excited, and after a while, it just got exhausting.
Yeah.
You know, with the whole Soto thing and the vacation of Occidental. Oh my God, I was so pissed off. I'm like, what is on Occidental? Nothing.
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 And when they killed that whole plan, I figured we were done.
Yeah.
Like, I really did.
When that vote failed,
Yeah.
like I was just.
And purely for political reasons. That's the only reason
it was.
failed.
Well, and it was also
Fuck
the
politics.
Yeah. for
yeah,
real.
yeah. It was the fucking port.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Port of Seattle. Like they were,
And they don't
pitching
even
a fit-
use-
They were pitching a fit about it.
Because of traffic or something,
Yeah.
right? Because traffic around with the CenturyLink or whatever, because traffic around there is not bad at all.
Yeah.
No,
Ever.
no. Safeco,
Right?
No.
Yeah,
It's Seattle.
Dude,
It's Seattle. Traffic
it's
sucks.
Seattle.
That's
Traffic
what I'm
fucking
saying.
sucks.
Seattle's done some good. Have you guys like the light rail up there? Is
I
rad.
ride the link
Yeah.
all the time.
I
in
love.
Seattle.
I love it. You
I
know,
park outside of Seattle and then I'll ride
go
the
to
train in.
SeaTac, get on for $2
Yeah.
and ride all the way downtown. Now
Yeah.
I think you go up to UW now, and it's
You
going
can go
out
to,
to
you can go,
Bellevue.
the
and
highest you can go is UW, and the further south is now
Tacoma, almost.
Angle Lake.
Okay, because the further south was the airport, right?
It was,
And now it's
then-
going past,
yep.
but it's going to link up with Tacoma at some point, right?
I hope so.
believe is
That'd
the
be cool.
plan. But now it's going out to Bellevue. They've got the
Oh,
going across. I saw plans going across the floating bridge or whatever.
They're gonna go to Bremerton and stuff, like across.
I think the plan at some point is go as far north as Everett.
Oh, dope.
And this is all light rail.
Yeah.
And it started with a north-south from the airport pretty much up to Westlake Center, I think was the last. But now
it's awesome. I love it.
going
I
everywhere.
love that train.
But the
I
point
want it all the time.
is Seattle is really trying to get their act together with traffic and all that.
The funny thing is, dude,
but don't use that excuse as, we can't get rid of Occidental because of traffic. Really? Give me a fucking break.
Eat it.
Sorry, gotta keep the homes for the crackheads, I guess.
We're light years behind. They can set up underneath the train rails. It's fine.
Yeah, it's shelter.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
It's solving two problems at once.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's getting two birds stoned at the same time. What, man? What are we talking about?
It was
now?
a very frustrating thing to watch.
It
'cause
was.
It was like
It was.
I saw no logical reason to keep what is on Occidental.
Most
Like
people
none.
didn't.
None. And then after that, the guy who was pitching a big fit about it down in the Port of Seattle, the CEO, he got caught up in a scandal.
Yeah. Well, the whole fucking town gets caught up in a scandal.
Oh,
The
yeah.
mayor caught up in his whole scandal.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Welcome to Cascadia Hockey Podcast, where we talk about traffic and porn stars.
Oh,
It's summer. It's off season. Get off
but
my
no,
back.
you, yeah, for real. The last couple
I'm
weeks
just
have felt
playing,
like a
dude.
dry
I'm go-
spell. No, but you bring
I
up a
think of
good
different
point.
stuff.
You bring up a good point because when I read that headline yesterday, I just rolled my eyes like, oh shit, here we go
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
I thought this was a done deal. It is a done deal. They're still,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
they're moving right along with it. The $100
But why
million,
haven't
the
we-
city doesn't have to pay for it.
Why hasn't Bettman come out and said anything yet? Because we know it's pretty much a done deal. We know Seattle's going to get the team.
Oh yeah,
Like,
because Bettman loves to be in control.
man,
He loves to control timelines. He loves to control everything. He loves to bobble his head around every time he talks. He loves to get booed. He loves the fact that nobody loves him.
He's Vince McMahon and Don.
Oh,
But you know what, though?
absolutely.
But you know
he
what,
has
though?
embraced that role.
I actually like him. Like, I'll boo him, but I think honestly he's done a lot for the NHL.
I agree with you.
can't argue
Okay,
that
so
point.
He's usually the figurehead, though, when something bad happens and everybody blames him.
I agree with you. The game has grown exponentially under
Yeah.
his watch, and I will give you that. And I do agree. He had to make some tough decisions.
Yeah.
As a fan, did we want the 04-05 lockout?
No.
Hell,
But that wasn't
no.
up to him either.
But not completely.
No.
Not completely. But did
lot
the
of it's
game
the
come
Players
back
Association.
stronger? Did the game come
Oh,
back
yeah.
stronger?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then there was that half lockout
half
back
season.
in 11 or 12 or whatever it was.
I was supposed to go to the Big House for that.
Hmm.
I had tickets to go to the Detroit Winter Classic.
and it didn't happen.
Oh,
Well, it did the year later.
Yeah.
but I was like,
You couldn't make it happen.
No, yeah. At that time, I couldn't make it happen, so I
Yeah.
had to fork the tickets back over, and I was sad.
But
But
that would have been fun.
but
But
what it is.
but you ask why hasn't he made it now? I think Bettman, because of the fact that Seattle has gone, they've done this do-si-do dance for years now, from the NBA standpoint, from the NHL standpoint. I think Bettman is waiting for. Sorry, my brain just went down another path, but I was thinking about Mia.
aren't we all?
No, sorry, babe. No, but Bettman, because he wanted to make sure, because if you think about it, he said he's going to make an announcement in September, which would be just a couple of weeks from when that timeline is supposed to happen. October 5th, there's that NBA preseason game. And then October 15th, the Oakview Group, which is the ownership that's trying to bring the team in and is redoing the arena there, that's when they take control of the arena, tear it down, and start over. So I think if you wait till September 17th or September 20th, the start of preseason or whenever that is, to make the announcement, I think that's what it's
Yeah.
about. And because there are still a couple things that the city's waiting for. I did read somewhere they're waiting for like a environmental study to come in at the end of this month, at the end of August.
probably.
Which-
There's always the impact studies and shit.
I didn't mention this, but I'm going to throw this in there. Today's fucking August 1st, boys. Before the end of this month,
Yep.
WHL
Ooh.
preseason hockey will be happening before the end of this month.
Oh yeah.
Ice is going.
Oh yeah.
2 weeks.
I don't know if I can say exactly.
Don't worry
when.
about it.
Don't worry about
Just,
that.
just
That's-
know
but-
within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, within the next couple of weeks,
The ice will be in.
the ice is going in.
Camp starts
Now
in like
we're
3.5
also.
weeks.
I think we're going to kind of pace ourselves a little bit, take a little more time to just make sure everything's done right.
Cool.
Instead of like last year when we were like, "Hey,
72
camp's in a
hours
week."
straight. Yeah.
Yeah, it was brutal last year, but
That's
we
good.
had a guy that was there that really helped us out in making the ice, and he done ice in like Tampa and Carolina, and he was really good at what he did. So
And the ice was good last year. Very few
Yeah.
stoppages to
great.
go out there and
Yeah.
fill in holes over there by the penalty box. So
Yeah.
that was a good thing.
Yeah. No, it was. That actually comes from something else, but no, it's an old building. I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna have the problems. There's gonna be problems this year. I know there is because it's an old system. It's an old building. So,
But kudos to the city of Kennewick for finally getting some things rolling in there.
I was
geez.
gonna
For
say,
all of
talk
you-
about disappointing.
now we just need to
votes
get new
last
blades
year.
for the
Yeah.
Zambonis.
Yeah.
New blades for the Zambonis. We need new tires.
Let's just
Birda.
preview this and say Americans fans that have been used to the status quo for the last 10, 15, 20 years, I think you're going to enjoy the experience this year. It's going to start to get a little bit better.
More
for
and more each year, the fan experience
Yep.
is going to go up.
Get out, watch a hockey game live.
Yes.
Do yourself a favor, man. It's dude. You can DVR, CSI, or whatever the dumb shit
Yep.
is that you watch.
And put 20,
And don't worry, we all watch dumb shit. I'm not calling anybody out, but go out and watch a live hockey game,
support
man.
local hockey.
yeah.
Support local hockey.
People-
These kids bust their ass.
Here's
It's
the
time to get out and watch them play.
It's always a good time too.
Yep.
Like I work the games. I'm there all the time, and it just doesn't get boring.
Nope.
I don't expect everyone to be season ticket holders. I don't expect you to go to 30 games a year. That's not what we're asking here. You should. You could, because there's some great storylines that happen.
Oh yeah.
But get the $20 out of your pocket. Here's something I want people to think about, and this is whoever's listening, whatever place you're in. Isn't there this whole movement across our country to support small business and local business?
Yep.
People think of the WHL and they think of hockey, and I'm not talking NHL here because those are big business. The WHL, the staff of the Americans is like 8 people,
Yep.
maybe 10. Maybe 10 if you count all the scouts and
Yeah.
everything. But it's a small local business. It's important to the local
Supported
economy.
by
Supported by
and sponsored by
and sponsored by
local businesses
local businesses.
like roasters.
Oh, I see what you're saying, like Grays and
Yeah,
Roasters.
yeah.
And yeah, all the sponsors. And now there's some bigger ones because of
the
their
ones
needs.
here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is people don't, they look at it as hockey, this multi-million-dollar business. First off, WHL teams really don't make any money.
And these
because
are-
all the money goes back into sending the kids to
I was
college.
going to say, these are kids.
Yeah, these are 16 to 20-year-olds.
And they are busting their ass to provide a winning team for you to be proud of.
Yep. If you don't like hockey, come out and support local business, man. I mean, we could go on a whole nother rant, and we probably will because we've got a whole line of stuff that's going to come out that's going to shove the whole support local hockey thing
line
down
of
your
things.
throat. A line of things.
A line of
I can't really say
apparel.
right now, but there's some apparel and some things we're working on right now.
Brought to you
Some-
by Buried Puck
brought to you by
Threads.
I am
Buried Puck
appealed.
Threads. Buriedpuck.com. I showed it to you. You said you liked it.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
I was just playing.
I'm
I'm playing the. Yeah.
Oh, do tell.
I'm like I don't know.
Do tell.
So you're playing you're playing the
I like
the sidekick guy on the infomercial.
Yeah.
So what you're really trying to tell me is
Oh no! So this
But we're not doubling the offer. Sorry. Sorry.
So yeah. I'm all about plugs.
Good.
Plugging the.
So let me plug this then. Let me plug this and just say, this season from start to finish I believe is going to be really big for Buried Puck, but not just for Buried Puck. I think for the thought of hockey community and hockey culture, U.S. division of the WHL, we're looking at you right now. That's where we're going to start. There's a grassroots DIY punk rock movement coming.
Yep.
And I'm really hoping that Buried Puck can spearhead it, but then a lot of people are going to get behind us
just
with
so
it
long
and
as
come
we're
along,
a part of
come
it,
and-
man.
Exactly.
We're a part of it.
And we can't speak. If you're on the email list, there's actually an email going out probably tomorrow that will explain some things a little bit more to you. But there are a lot of things in the work right now to get this game up to where it needs to be. It's the greatest game in the world. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Fuck you.
Football's dumb.
Football is dumb.
Church. Fuck, I hate that
Church.
game.
It's.
damn.
I mean, okay. Let me hit football right in the face.
Do it.
Here's why you should watch hockey instead of football. Take your stopwatch, and then from snap to down in football, I want you to hit record or start and then stop, and then tell me if it's longer than 15 minutes of live play.
From what I've
Most
never
boring
done it.
bullshit I've ever watched in my life.
From what I've heard and not because I mean I know football. I've watched football. My kid plays football, but you say 15 minutes. I've read things that it's like 7 to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not even
much.
that
Like
much.
if it breaches 12,
Yeah.
call me,
Yeah.
and then I still won't watch it.
And
But-
everybody's, it's brutal. They're hitting each other really hard and they can't just keep playing the whole. Hockey players,
Yeah.
The
30
velocity,
miles an hour,
the velocity
each of them.
the hockey players hit each other, it's much higher.
My kid and I had this argument because my kid played high school football. He's going on to play college football. I support him. I'm glad
Yeah.
he loves the game. I'm glad it's paying for his education. But we had this thing, and he tried to argue with me that you get hit harder in football. And I said, son, it's simple physics. How fast do you think a human being can run? 10, 15 miles an hour top speed? So you got two guys coming at each other, 15 each. That's 30 miles an hour head on. Yeah, there are some hard hits in football. I will give them that.
Yeah.
How fast do you think people can skate? 25 to 30 miles an hour. Okay, 25 to 30, 25 to 30. That's 60 miles an hour. Against things that don't move like glass and boards and all that. Trust me, simple physics, hockey hits harder, period.
You're literally
Done.
taking a box, lining it with ice, and putting people in it.
Yep.
So I had this debate with
It ain't soft AstroTurf.
I had this debate with a friend of mine who is a big basketball guy.
Okay.
Like super big basketball guy.
Yeah.
And his beef was fights.
Okay.
He was like, I don't like the fact that the game will stop and these two guys will throw down. And I said, what you don't understand
Is why.
is that's an integral part of it. You have to let these fuckers vent some of that pressure because when you're slamming into dudes, people get heated. And it's not going to end well if you don't let them blow that
The
steam.
day I understood fighting was my first actual high school hockey game.
Okay.
I was like, I mean, there's not really a big story behind it, but during the game, there would just be this one guy that would just, keep bugging me or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I really want to fucking punch this guy.
Yeah.
And
Was it legal to fight high school?
No. But still, it was like,
But that's exactly my point.
I understood.
That's exactly
I was
my
just like,
point.
okay, I get it now.
He was trying to tell me that basketball was just as aggressive and
Get the fuck
and I was
out
like,
of- get
shut
out the fuck
up,
down.
dude. It's not the same. It's not even remotely the same.
The only sport I will allow someone to say is tougher than hockey is rugby.
rugby.
Yeah.
Done.
But actually, okay, and
Still with the physics of what he was saying, dude.
Yeah.
but people and
But they have less gear.
You look at rugby and there's less gear, but and I'm not saying this to be condescending. Have you guys watched a rugby game from start to finish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Several.
So if you notice, and from what I've heard from people that have played rugby, it's not as brutal as it looks.
Oh.
No.
It is brutal,
It's-
and you're
yeah.
not wearing as much padding. But these guys, they learn how to take a hit, how to throw
Yeah,
a hit,
yeah.
how to
They're
fall, and all
big.
that.
They're
and
big.
Exactly. It's. And I agree with you. Rugby's probably the closest to that, other than old sparring and
UFC
Sparta
and
all.
shit,
Yeah,
but-
boxing and all that stuff is brutal. I mean,
Yeah.
straight up,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
taking punches
Well,
to
yeah,
the head that
we're
much.
talking. That's
That was just a side
apples and
thought
different
that I had.
apples.
That was a side because when I was a kid and I thought of rugby, I thought of just 300-pound men just pummeling each
yeah.
other, and that's not necessarily how it is.
Well,
but
our son got into rugby, which he played for a season, maybe two, and he still calls himself a rugby player, which is funny to me. But I don't call myself a hockey player.
yeah.
But and Drew, I'm just playing with you, homie. Watching him, I really learned a lot about the game. And you're right; it's not nearly as hardcore. It is hardcore,
It's very hardcore, but
But
it's more choreographed chaos.
right? The other game, going to talking about brutalness in hockey.
Water polo.
I was going to say lacrosse.
Oh, I love lacrosse.
You can get some pretty nasty hits in lacrosse.
Lacrosse is the closest thing to hockey that I think is out there. In the fact, you're not moving as fast, obviously, because
Right,
you're running.
right.
But you're right. I mean, if you look at lacrosse, it's set up just like hockey, and a lot of hockey players play lacrosse in
Yeah,
the summer
yeah.
and all that stuff. I just learned the other day that Wayne Gretzky used to play lacrosse in the summer.
Yeah. Well,
anyway.
it's field hockey, not for girls.
Exactly. Exactly. and shout out to the local lacrosse group here, the Junior Bombers, the Junior Falcons, all that stuff.
I didn't know we had lacrosse in town. That's dope.
Oh, dude, lacrosse is really getting big here. So
that's
I
awesome.
took two of my boys to camps earlier this year, and they really liked it. So,
Dope.
That's awesome.
anyway, shout out to them. What else do we got? We're going along here pretty good.
I
How's everybody on time right now? We good?
I should probably go
Oh, I
soonish.
am right around.
Okay.
Probably should.
Anything else you want to throw in for the day?
Um,
We kind of rambled, but it was
We
fun
did.
ramble.
No,
No, yeah,
it
it
was
was
a good
good.
one. It
Well,
was a
I
good
mean, I think it's off season, so we
Yeah.
got to occupy our time somewhere else. Mia Khalifa.
Gotta mix a batch.
yeah,
Distribute some free literature.
Feed the ducks.
I have to say, with what you're saying there, the last couple of weeks have felt really dry with hockey for me. And
I've seen a lot of, and I follow Complete Hockey News. And
Yeah.
I bring them up a lot.
There's
during this
not a
podcast.
lot going on, though.
No, it's been a lot of like re-signings of
Yeah.
people I don't really know a whole lot about.
Your boy William Karlsson as his arbitration hearing on the 4th, I believe.
Yeah.
It is. So that's going to be
Yeah.
interesting because he did nothing in Columbus, and then he comes to Vegas and lights it up. So where's the happy medium there? That'll be
Yeah.
an interesting thing to find out on the 4th.
Yeah, and I'm looking through, and I'm just kind of like,
It's been dry. I woke up this morning and literally, like, my eyes opened, and I said, the calendar just clicked to August 1st last night. Hockey is coming this month.
It's so funny you say that. I woke up this morning and I was like, God, I got a lot of eye boogers.
Well, actually, okay, so my first thought was, man, my 38-year-old bladder really has to go pee,
Oh, fuck.
and it's August 1st.
Shut up, youngin.
yeah, I was looking at
Oh, that was
One
after
thing-
I
one
was
thing I
already
did
up in
wanna-
the middle of the night.
I did want to touch on briefly is I saw somebody had signed with the OG Eagles in Japan,
Oh,
and I don't feel like I give enough love to the Asia League hockey.
Dude,
Make-
church, let's do what we can. How about for next podcast, we
Yeah.
actually do a little bit of research and talk about that.
like it.
I know
Because-
we're Cascadia based and we want to talk Northwest hockey.
Yeah, but-
let's show some love. I think that's a really good idea.
Well, and it's growing in Korea. Like I didn't know it was there.
Yeah.
And then after I get there, someone's like, "Yeah, there's a pro team here."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." So I go, and it was actually so much fun. I
Sure.
fucking loved going to the games,
Dude,
And
so I am a total Japanophile. Like I don't know if you guys know that, but I'm a big.
Don't
Yeah.
they have a warrant out
Japanese
for your
dork.
arrest?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah.
too much Japan. Go, just
No,
use
no,
a ticket to
I'm
Kyoto. Go.
Just sexually aroused by Japan.
Oh, okay.
Japanophile. You see what
Have
I'm
you,
saying?
have you seen what the island looks like? It's exciting.
Actually, have you ever looked at the map of the Toronto bus station?
No.
It looks like a dick.
Okay.
It's just lined out with a big round piece at the end. I don't.
I'm sure it was an accident.
Fucking, you're welcome.
No. Like, I don't even know why we're on
It
this
wasn't
topic.
an accident.
I don't know why
the
we're on
son
this topic.
of the Toronto bus station was an accident.
Shit.
Sorry.
That went over my head.
I thought it was great.
Half of
I'm gonna
I'm
find
gonna-
the
I'm
picture.
half of our
it.
three
yeah, please
listeners
find
will
the
get
picture.
it.
Yeah, you guys.
But
you
anyway,
guys know what's up.
No, when I went though, it was actually like a really really fun experience.
This is in Korea.
Yeah, it was in Korea, but it's Asia League Hockey or Asia Hockey League. I can't remember what. I think it's like Asia Ice Hockey League. Something.
North Korea's got
I'll have to
hockey.
find it. They do.
If you go onto YouTube and type in, like, I don't remember if it was an American
There's a
guy
lot of cool
or a
documentaries
Canadian
on their
guy.
team actually.
Short. Okay.
Let me see.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
not only does that drawing right there look like a penis, but it looks like a penis buried in a vagina.
Oh, yeah.
With
you
the
know,
fleshy stuff.
You're absolutely correct.
For visual reference for other listeners, just Google Toronto subway
bus station map.
Bus station map. There we go.
That's
Okay.
it. You'll know what we're
So-
talking about. But anyway, I mean, I've seen a documentary of an American
Yeah.
player. It was either American or
He's a
Canadian. but he
Canadian.
went over to South Korea,
think.
hooked up with their team, and then they went into North Korea and played hockey.
Yeah.
And it was competitive hockey.
Yeah. So I think a lot of the reason there's hockey in Korea is because they had an ice figure skater that won gold.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
there was the speed skater that won gold.
Sure.
So ice rinks were just popping up all over Korea.
Right.
And obviously, if the South has it, the North has to have it too. So they have, I think, one rink in Pyongyang.
Yeah.
But and also because there's a need for learning the English language in Asian countries.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people come in from like Australia, Canada, the United States, England to teach English
as a
in
second
Korea.
language.
And really, there's no requirement to it other than speak English.
Yeah.
If you speak English, you can teach in our country because
Yeah.
they don't require you to learn Korean. They don't
Yeah.
require you to have a degree or anything. They just, as long as you speak English, you can teach our kids. So there's
okay.
a lot of people that come in and teach. So a lot of Canadians.
Yeah.
And they're going to bring their hockey. So hockey actually is growing really fast in these Asian countries, and it's really fun to go to these games. I went and saw the Anyang Halla all the time. It was a lot of fun. They just won the championship again last season.
Well, and the Bruins in China have a big,
Yeah.
every
Yep.
summer, all that stuff. So
San Jose.
So
the game's growing.
Be on the lookout. Next episode, less traffic, less porn stars, more Asian hockey.
We'll talk
Less
because we're
porn stars,
closer.
though? Less porn stars, though?
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
I'm not ruling anything out.
Okay.
Just
Why are you winking at me?
Real quick,
I'm making a broad generalization, not a generalization about broads.
Real quick before we go, I'm going to plug it again, buriedpuck.com, as these two guys laugh in the background. Buriedpuck.com, social media, Instagram at buriedpuckthreads, Facebook at buriedpuckthreads, Twitter at buriedpuck, hello at buriedpuckthreads.com.
Breathe,
Reach
man,
out.
breathe.
And honestly, keep an eye out. Sign up for our email list because we're really going to start hitting that hard too. There's a lot coming.
Barry Puck or Cascadia Hockey? Which one is the email list under?
It's if you just go to buriedpuck.com, you can sign
Okay.
up right there, right
Okay.
from the homepage. You'll probably get a little pop-up about
I
it.
should probably do that.
Yeah, throw it on there. No, it comes to me, and I'm like, who's he? Oh, yeah, that's me emailing me. No, but seriously, guys, there's a lot coming. As hockey season draws close, we probably won't be able to do everything we want to do this year, but there's a lot coming.
But you're going to be really happy with this particular barrel of monkeys. We're going to go ape.
I believe it.
We're going to do it up this year.
All right, Corey, you want to bring us on home?
That's what I was about to do. Cascadia Hockey, brought to you by Buried Puck Threads and Adventures Underground Radio. We are going to be here weekly through the season, correct? Bi-weekly through
For
the
now.
season.
Yeah.
And we're going to reach out and do as much as we can to support Northwest hockey in general, and the love of this here game. My name is Corey Gaston. I'm your host. And for Aaron Piper,
To be fair.
Kyle Holtz. To be fair. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
You're welcome. Oh, not me. Bye.